All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to this daily forecast for tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be Thursday, August 27th. So before we start the forecast, I just want to mention a couple things quickly. First of all, I'm on the road. I'm not home. I don't have my setup. I only have my laptop. So I literally don't have my mouse with me. So I'm going to be doing the forecast on like my mouse pad. So it might be a little bit tricky. And also, second thing, as you can see, I have 35% battery remaining, so I'm gonna try to make this as quick as possible. But in general, we didn't have considerable movements today, and I'm not expecting tomorrow to have considerable movements either. All attention is on Friday, okay? So I'm gonna try to make this as quick as possible. And so don't worry. I might not give as much details today like I usually do, but it's just in order to save time, save some battery, and give you the most important points. Okay, so starting with the economic calendar, tomorrow we pretty much don't have anything. We have unemployment claims, and Jackson Hole starts tomorrow. So that's going to be interesting, but I'm still not expecting much because, well, Kevin Warsh is not speaking tomorrow. He's only speaking on Friday, and that's what all the attention is on right now. That's what everyone is looking for and expecting. So tomorrow, I'm keeping my expectations low, and I would rather, redirect my focus on Friday. All right, with that said, the dollar today, just like we said, we went higher, so that was a good catch. We currently reached back into the golden level, and I think we can continue higher tomorrow towards the fair value area. Okay, so bullish on the dollar. That means that EU will most likely go down to this, sorry, this right here, which is the fair value area. Now, can we get there through a 4-hour fair value gap? Maybe. Not really. It's not great. I would prefer looking at USDCHF actually for higher prices tomorrow. Next target is obviously, again, just like on the dollar, it's that fair value area. This is the target. And beautiful. I love this move we got today on by the way, if you caught this move today during London session, beautiful move. It just skyrocketed without any retracement at all. So right now we have this 4-hour fair value gap right here, overlapping with a fair value area, so we can definitely continue higher from there. If not, keep in mind that there is the zero point 0.5 level and the golden level that are both lower down here. So this is going to be hard with my mouse pad, but I'm going to try to show you. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a retracement all the way down to like the golden level, and then from there we can start moving higher. We'll see what happens, but overall, I think USDCHF is very interesting for tomorrow. Of course, if the dollar actually moves higher, right? Because if the dollar wants to move lower, then completely ignore USDCHF. It's not interesting. All right, moving on to metals. Gold, today we finally got the retracement back inside the daily fair value gap. So now what we expect, what price should be doing at this point is go higher from the daily fair value gap. It's as simple as that. And the next target would be the context high up here. So right now, I know it doesn't seem like it. Uh, we just got this thing towards the end of the day inside the fair value gap when the volatility was dying down. So um, we're not pushing higher from it right now, but I think we will eventually have a rejection from it. Now, something that we need to keep in mind on gold is that we have this for our, sorry, what is that? We have this 4-hour fair value gap, this bearish fair value gap, overlapping with the fair value area. So I would want to monitor this for our fair value gap. Are we gonna disrespect it to continue higher like this? Really sorry about this. I know this is slow on my mouse pad. Or are we gonna respect that 4-hour fair value gap and start going lower instead. There's two scenarios here. It's really about monitoring this this 4-hour fair value gap. But looking from the daily perspective, I would say the probability is leaning a little bit more towards higher prices tomorrow, just because we just got the retracement inside the fair value gap. Okay, that's it for gold. Silver, I would say same thing here. Well, actually, no. Silver was a consolidation today. We didn't reach anything major. Um, yeah, just a massive consolidation overall. So I would base myself off of gold here, and say higher prices on the metal. Well, it's probably like 55% bullish, 45% bearish. So just keep that in mind. We're really close to a 50-50 bias here. But if I have to force an idea, I would say higher prices. Moving on to crude oil. So crude oil today, we actually, just like I said, we swept this swing low right there, and we came all the way back up. Right now, overall, it's a consolidation, but we did create this bearish fair value gap. Okay, and now this turns into a fair value area. So the plan is for tomorrow higher prices at first until we reach back inside that fair value gap. Once we do reach the fair value gap in the fair value area, from there we can expect lower prices. Not for a very long time though. It could be just a small rejection to then continue higher because we know that we're going to get higher gas prices. We already know that. Um, because of the war and everything. Anyways, uh, but yeah, overall, I think tomorrow higher prices, and once we reach the fair value gap, you can expect lower prices for the short term. We're gonna have a reaction from it certainly. So that's crude oil. Bitcoin just didn't do anything today. Consolidated, so nothing changed here. Mm, Yeah, no change here on Bitcoin. Just expecting lower prices still towards this low. Now, the indices, let's take a look. The indices, massive consolidation today, again. And then Nasdaq, massive consolidation. So this hasn't changed. We're still on a 50-50 bias here. Yeah, that hasn't changed. I wouldn't be trading the indices. Oh, I just thought about something. Nvidia earnings just came out. What did it look like? Wow. Okay. That's a good beat. Q2 revenue doubled year over year to 96.2 billion dollars with robust growth and strong Q3 outlooks. Yeah, yeah, I think just the fact that Nvidia has been so strong, well, sorry, just the fact that Nvidia had such good earnings and revenue, I think that could push the indices higher tomorrow. So I'm gonna say higher prices tomorrow on the indices just because of Nvidia. Because we all know that Nvidia is like the heaviest stock on the indices on both Nasdaq and the S&P. So all right, that's it. Now moving on to the crosses, the JPY pairs. Good, we got some lower prices. That's what I wanted to see. So that's still waiting. We're still waiting for retracement inside the weekly fair value gap. So that's just waiting. New Zealand dollar CHF. This uh, this one completely reversed. Didn't deliver yet. It's a massive consolidation since the beginning of the week. Honestly, if you didn't catch yesterday's trade on this, I think it's too late now. Yeah, it's too late. I don't like it. This is removed from the interest list, and then Euro New Zealand dollar. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, this is also pretty bad. We just swept the target and then we went all the way back up. So this is just not interesting anymore. And then GBP Australian dollar. Oh, okay. We got some movement here. We finally reached back inside the monthly bullish fair value gap, and it's honestly quite a big move. Completely disrespecting it in one single day. Well, it's too early to say that this fair value gap has been disrespected, but right now I would say this is just waiting to see if we can create that daily fair value gap here. So that's it for the forecast, guys. A very short forecast. I know I didn't really go into details, um, but that's okay because we're not expecting much from tomorrow, anyways. The real forecast that actually matters is going to be tomorrow night, the forecast for Friday. So overall, on the indices, I would say higher prices just because of Nvidia earnings. And after that, the dollar, higher prices as well. Take a look at USD It does look really good. And right now it's rejecting from that 4 hour fair value gap in a very nice way. Just saying. Then gold and silver, I would say higher prices in hindsight. But when you dive deeper into it and you look at the 4 hour, this 4 hour fair value gap does look good to push price lower. So it's really about monitoring what price wants to do with this fair value gap. Once you have that answer, then you can take either a short or a long, depending on the scenario. So silver, I don't really like silver this week. It's been good last week, but then this week it's been like, look at this, like massive consolidation. So yeah, just overall don't like it so much. After that, we have crude oil. So crude oil, like I said, higher prices until we reach the daily fair value gap. From there, expect a reaction. So lower prices on the short term. And finally, Bitcoin, just expecting another consolidation tomorrow or lower prices in general. So that's the plan for tomorrow. Nothing very exciting. There's no like crazy setups. The only thing that looks good is USDCHF. That's all. So yeah, keep your expectations low for tomorrow and redirect your focus on Friday. That's going to be the main event this week. All right, lads, thank you for listening. I will see you tomorrow. Ciao.